Hi, welcome. If you're ever dealing with Chinese business partners, whether in person in China or across the seas in a video conference, and you're looking for decisions to be made in your meeting, you're probably looking in the wrong place. In this video, I want to talk a little bit about my experience in dealing with Chinese business partners, whether that's been through supply chain or joint ventures where we're actually sharing the same business goals. The Chinese meeting is very different from the Western meeting. That is, what's expected or targeted to happen inside that meeting has very, very different approaches and results. So let's talk about the Western perspective, the area that I grew up in and spent most of my career dealing in meetings and what they meant and what they accomplished. This was probably many of your experience as well, but we expect a meeting to be a time where we debate things, where we make decisions, we finalize ideas. There is a healthy exchange of ideas. We will go back and forth on, methods, alternatives, options. People are not necessarily personally vested. Well, to some extent we might be, but there's not an entire sense of self-worth tied up in your one idea that you're proposing. And it is typically looked at as a healthy way to have alternate views and come to best solutions and best progresses forward. So we approach the meeting as a way to evolve a decision and reach a common goal. And if that doesn't happen in a meeting with our Chinese partners, it feels ineffective, or the Chinese business partners are maybe being evasive or don't want to commit to something. And so it can be very frustrating from the Westerners in the room because it doesn't feel like any progress is being made. Sometimes it feels like the meeting's just moving slowly. We're not getting anywhere. Nothing's being advanced or nothing's being finalized. And it's not really the purpose or the approach from the Chinese partners. It's a different system entirely. So when we look at it from the Western lens, in terms of let's get a decision made, let's finalize something, that's not how the meeting is approached from the Chinese eyes. They have a whole different perspective. And we'll talk about that next. My experience from the Chinese perspective, from my business partners in China, whether that's been in a supply chain or an actual joint venture where